And what'll I do then? Stock up on ear jokes?
You mean you're willing to let this panel decide too?
Well, that's about it, yeah.
Well, you trust us, Mr. Dan. Well, look, suppose we hear how you operate with the accessories, okay?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Artie Dann.
Thank you very much. I have a little gimmick here. My mother and father were the first to do this in vaudeville about 20 years ago. Some of you may remember it. Ordinary piece of paper, folded in 8 parts, tear a little bit from either end, open it up, and it's a beautiful design. Hank, a little music, please, huh? Margie, I'm always thinking of you, Philomena. What's her name? Angelina Philomena Bashkulina Madarazza. That's a name. What are you going to do, kill her? Watch this trick. I got it there. Da-da-da-da-da. 4-7, yeah. I got it. Great. I have another trick here that I used to do. It's a fake. It's a fake. Everything is a fake. This is real. Everything else is a fake. But I tell you what, as long as I'm out here, I think I may as well do something. You know, it's like a job. I have a trick. Wait. I have a song I want to sing for you that Frankie Lane wrote for me. Since I've been on this show I worked with Frankie Lane. He got a brilliant idea. He took one of his best songs in 1949, put some special lyrics together, and I promised Frankie that I would sing it like he would if he were here tonight. This is it, like this. Dear Lord above, can't you hear me complaining? You gave me wavy hair, a complexion fair. You gave me eyesight nice and strong. But Lord, you made my nose too long. It's a nose. What are you going to do? I'm not embarrassed, and I don't care at all. And my hair's not turning gray. But this lucky old nose has got nothing to do but keep growing bigger each day. You foolish people, in order to live, you've got to breathe every day. But this lucky old nose takes one good breath, and I'm set for the rest of the week. I'll tell you what, I have one little impression that I want to do for you that nobody seemed to have done yet, either on television or on the stage. And this character you've seen on the screen at your local theater, wherever you may live. In between feature pictures, they usually sneak this character in. Let's see how many of you are going to recognize it. My impression of Pathé News. I'm not like the other comedians. I mean, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, I like you. Yeah, the other guys come out here with everything is prepared. They come out, and if you don't happen to laugh at the one joke they told, they're mad at you, and they bawl you out. Did you ever get those guys that yell at the people? Oh, you don't have to laugh at my jokes. I don't do this for a living. I do. This is not a sideline with me. This is it. Stromboli, this is it. I go home to my wife every week. It's got to be there. I mean the money, of course. Guys that yell at the people. Oh, don't laugh at my jokes. I got enough money saved up for rainy days. Well, with me, it's different. One good drizzle and I'm a bum again. This is my friend. Eat. I eat. Here I am here. This is the whole thing. Skinny, huh? Oh, skinny. What are you going to do? It's a body. It's a body. You got to have a body. You just can't have a nose in the air with nothing holding it up. It's a body. It's a skinny body. And I like it. And I eat good food. I eat 5 times a day. Would you believe it? I sent my picture to Europe last week. They sent me food. And I'm not too proud. I took it. The way things are today, coffee is 98 cents a pound, butter 10 cents a look. It's cheaper to eat money. And things are really bad all over the country. Hey, Brooklyn, you read the papers? Brooklyn's really bad. Things are so tough in Brooklyn, I know 4 bookmakers that laid off 2 cops. I tell you, it's a joke! Louse Brooklyn up. I don't know. I'm from Brooklyn, and the kids don't talk any different than any other kid in any other city. It's just that they misplaced the wrong words in the wrong parts of the sentence. Yeah, I worked the Paramount Theater or the Capitol Theater a couple of months ago with Frankie Lane, and there was a name on the marquee, and I'm watching it. And these 2 19-year-old boys from Brooklyn came about, and they were a conversation, and this was it. The one kid says to the other, hey, Joe, let's go in and see the show. The other kid says, yeah, what's there who? What do you mean, what's there who? Frankie Lane, stupid. And the other kid says, yeah, Frankie Lane is stupid. No, Frankie Lane is on the stage. You're stupid. The other kid says, all right, don't make a federal case. All I ask is, what's there who? He says, I just told you, Frankie Lane. He says, all right, now, if you please want to tell me, who's there else is? This is where do you learn those things? What's there who? Who's there else is? That's the wrong English. Now, you stick me around. I'm going to learn you something. The other guy says, you think who you are. You're going to learn me something. The kid says, yeah, I'm going to learn you something, and I know who I are. You are. He says, hey, wait a minute, Joe. The wind just blew something in my look. I said, what was that? Break it up. He says, you see, the wind just blew something in my look. He says, now, wait a minute. That's all I'm going to listen to you. The wind blew something in your look. You mean the wind blew something in your seat? Let me look. Come here. He says, look, all I want to know is who's there else. He says, well, look, you got eyes you can read? Read the Marquise. So the kid looks at the Marquise, and he reads it. Frankie Lane, Artie Dann, Raymond Scott and his orchestra. Artie Dann! Hey, that's the... Who's he? I never heard of him. Let's go in, sit down. Well, they got in, sat down, found a seat. All of a sudden, the curtain opened, the stage come up. Frankie Lane introduced the first act, the second act, and he says, and now here he is, Artie Dann. And the band played, woke the audience up, scared the dickens out of them. They were mad at me before I even got out there. Yeah, when I did get out there, who's there else woke up? And he gave his friend this, hey, Joe, get a load of the bugle on that guy. Wow! What is he going to do with that thing? What am I going to do? I did it for them. I'm going to do it for you. Well... No applause. This is too easy for me to do. Everything. I went into Woolworths yesterday to get myself a pair of socks. There they are. 20 cents a pair. The prices are coming down. 20 cents. If I had the other dime, I would have had the other one. I give me this and that, but no, Jimmy, the well-dressed man, that's me. Jimmy, the well-dressed man.
Hard work, eh?
Wonderful work.
Well, you can have a shower after the show is over. Now, last year, Mr. Kaufman and Mr. Burroughs remember this, Miss Farrell. Mr. Dann left his nose in your hands. And now he's back asking you to dispose of his ears, too. Now, do you think you ought to have a remodeling job, sort of cut down on those flying buttresses?
Well, I'd love to have him leave his nose and ears in my hands. I think he's cute, and I wouldn't change him for anything in the world.
Hey, is this a legitimate offer, Miss Farrell? You like him?
Yes, I think he's wonderful. And, you see, he has the idea, I think, that he should be good-looking in order to be a performer. Well, you know, the casting offices in both Hollywood and New York are just loaded with so-called good-looking men who have no jobs, they have no talent, and with all he has, I think it would be wrong to do anything with him.
The temperature's going up on this show. What you say encourages Kaufman, Burroughs, and me, too. Mr. Kaufman, what do you think? You ought to
well, the first thing I think is that the half hour from 8 to 8:30 is going to be just as interesting as this one to Mr. Dann, and possibly a little more so if what Miss Farrell says is true. I don't know if you can do anything about your appearance, Mr. Dann. If I were you, I wouldn't tinker with it. I don't think any good is going to come out. I really don't. You know, most men look terrible. You might as well face it. They really do, and that's apparently the way they were meant to look. I think the only reason that women ever go for us at all is that there's nothing else around. I think it's true.
I think it's men like you and Mr. Dann that are particularly attractive to women.
Am I now put in the class of Mr. Dann?
Well, that's not so bad. No,
Don't ask me anything more than
What's the matter with me? I'm a goat or something? I'm as ugly as any of them. No, you want to hear a funny thing on the level. I rode down from Philadelphia today with a plastic surgeon. I really did. And I was talking to him, and I knew Artie was going to be on the show tonight, and I just got talking with him about appearances and stuff like that. And you see, your ears, Artie, turn around, yeah. Your ears are what they call, in technical terms, donkey ears. That's what the psychiatrist, not the plastic surgeon. I need a psychiatrist. That's what he said. No. But he told me the big problem on the level, he said, if you fix the nose, you also have to fix the chin, too. If you're going to fix your nose and your chin and the ears, I saw the body. It might be good to spend a couple of bucks more and get a whole new thing.
Besides, remember this, Mr. Dann.
I think, I can't leave it insulting because he's so great, really. I love him, really.
Gee, you got 3 people who love you. Add me to it. But you know, without those ears and nose, also, you couldn't be a featured player, so to speak.
That's right.
Well,
No, I'm happy with it.
I think it's all right. Now, with that whole pack of lucky strikes at a time, so take these with our compliments.
This is such a nice business. I'm glad I met Tommy and Jimmy. They take me with them wherever they play. We just played Las Vegas. Such a nice town. They gamble there, and it's legal. Oh, thanks. It's legal. The kids gamble, penny machines, slot machines for quarters, silver dollars. They got a new machine now that takes unemployment checks. Works out fine, boy. They gamble on everything. everything, not just cards and dice. They gamble on your names, how many letters in your name, how long you've been married. There are all kinds of gambling bets. One night I was standing on the corner. I was afraid to bet them. All mixed up, not like we've got. We've got red light stop, a green light go, and an amber light caution. In Las Vegas, it's red and green, 8 to 5, you can't make it. And you can't. I mean, and then I come back and I play Boston. As a matter of fact, I just finished in Boston. And I'm honest with you, I think I'm finished in Boston. No, things are different. I was sitting at the bar at the last place I worked at, and some girl, she rushes up to me, and she puts her arms around me. She says, "Hey, Dan, I saw your show. I think you're cute. I like you. Take me. I'm yours." I said, "How come?" She says, "I'm through with men." So I took this girl. Oh, no, this girl, no. This girl was gorgeous. She was beautiful. This girl was luscious. She was one of the biggest lushes I've ever met in my whole life. Boy, I'm telling you, we got along. She had a car, and she said, "Where you going?" I said, "I got to do the Dorsey show. I'm in a hurry. I got to take a plane." She said, "Don't. Get into my car. Let me drive you." Well, that sounded good. You know, girl, boy. I figured, what have I got to lose? I figured wrong. Well, I went. I got into the car. We got a flat tire at 4 o'clock on the Merritt Parkway where the toll bridges are, you know, in the cemetery, and there's a Dairy Queen drive-in. And right in front of the cemetery, 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's a little guy inside the cemetery standing over a grave. "Why did you die?" 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, I had nothing to do. The girl was fixing the flat. So I tapped the stand on the shoulder. I says, "Mister, I've been watching you very fast. Who died, your wife?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, your husband?" He said, "No, my wife's first husband." "Why did you die?" "Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, don't overdo it, please. No, I'm not like the other comedians. I work different. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, I like you." You ever get those guys that come out and yell at the audience? You don't laugh at the 2 prepared jokes that they've got. "You don't have to laugh at my jokes. I don't do this for a living." This is no sideline with me. This is it. I have no candy store. This is the deal. I don't like those guys. Don't laugh. I got enough saved up for rainy days. With me, it's different. One good drizzle, and I'm a bum again. This is my bread and butter. I figured I'd give him a plug, too. Where is he, Jackie? All right. No, this is my bread and butter. The money I make here, I eat. I eat here. Look, that's it. You remember me? Send this boy to camp? Skinny, huh? Well, it's a body. What are you going to do? Well, you got to have a body. You just can't have a nose in the air with nothing holding it up. This is the one they gave me. You're laughing like I had a choice. And I was always skinny. When I was a kid, I was so skinny my eyes were single file, like this. I do crazy things with this body. I went into a contest last year, that Mr. America contest. I almost lost my citizenship. You kidding? I walked into a pool room last night. Some wise guy chalked me up. People say, eat. I eat 5 times a day. Nothing helps. I sent my picture to Europe last week. They sent me food. If you go shop, the coffee finally went down. Big deal. Now, everything went up. Everything went up. The prices are so sky high. Everything. I walked into a delicatessen. Delicatessen water's worth of Swiss cheese. Did you ever see a guy wrap up 3 holes? Everything. Remember the people you wouldn't give 2 cents for? They're 3 for a dime now. How do you like that? Boy, oh boy, the question. And the stores are crowded. Now, were you in New York 2 days ago? That new store, Orbach's, it's not a new store, it's a new old store. And no, they just reopened. Orbach's, they made such a big, and the women shoppers, I went, I've never seen so many women shoppers in one store in my life. And these women, they push and they shove and they lean up again. I'm going back. Boy, you can get some bargains there. You can get such a... See the bargain? Look at the socks I got in Orbach's, boy. 20 cents. No, the legs I got for nothing. The socks I bought. 20 cents a pair. Is that a hunk of leg? Oh, wonderful. Please. I tell you, I have a very cute little song that's written for me by Tommy and Jimmy Dorsey. They gave this to me. This is Artie Dann. I dare you to sing it tonight. Well, I'm going to sing it for you. Of course, I don't sing as good as Frankie Lane or Vaughn Monroe or the kids that you've got around. I have my own style. You've all heard of Guy Lombardo and the sweetest music this side of heaven. Here's your chance to hear what's on the other side right now. Okay. Dear Lord above, can't you hear me complaining? You gave me wavy hair to complexion fair. You gave me eyesight nice and strong. But, Lord, you made the thing too long. Now maybe you recognize me. I got my own show. Smoke cool, smoke cool. You can laugh if you want to, but just remember one thing. You have to breathe all day long. I take one good breath and I'm set for the whole week.